Hello! In this quick tutorial, we're going to learn how to make a Blynk app with a button that turns on an LED on our ESP32 device. So, let's get started.
Alright, so for this tutorial, you're going to need an LED, an ESP32, and a USB cable to connect it to your computer. You're also going to need to have the Arduino IDE installed on your computer and the Blynk app installed on your mobile device. You'll need to connect the LED to your device. Positive, which is the long leg, goes to pin 2. Negative, the short leg, goes to ground. It'll look something like this when you have it done. Let's get started on our Blynk app. We're going to create a new project here. Our project will be named Blynk Demo. The device we're using is an ESP32, and it's connected via Wi-Fi, so I'm not going to change that part at all. After you click the Create button, you're going to get this message popping up saying Auth token was sent to your email address. If you open your email, you should have something that looks like this. It's got your auth token in it, which you will need later when you're setting up your ESP32. For now, we're going to go back to setting up the Blynk app. Let's click OK here, and we get our blank canvas. If we swipe over from the right here, we get our widget box, and you see there's a lot of different things we can choose from. Right now, we're going to put in a button. We can configure this button by clicking on it. What we want here is to have our button turn on our LED. So we can configure the output of this button to connect to a pin. In this case, we're going to select GP2 because that's the pin that our LED is connected to. And we're also going to change this from a push button to a switch so that the light will stay on after we let go of the button. With the push, you have to keep holding on to the button to keep the light on. Let's go back. That's all we need to do for the Blynk app. We can press this play button right here to get it running and turn the button on and off. You'll see that there's a little red 1 here. It's going to tell us that our device isn't online yet, and that's because we haven't programmed it yet. So let's switch over to the Arduino IDE now. First, before you do anything else, we want to make sure that we have in the Tools menu the correct board type, which is ESP32 dev module selected, and the correct serial port, which will differ based on what system you have and what USB you plugged it into. First thing we're going to need to do is to include the Blynk library. Next, we're going to create some constants here to hold our credentials for our Wi-Fi and our Blynk token. Now for our setup method, we're going to first configure the Blynk app to use the credentials that we just put in up above. Then we're also going to configure pin 2, which is what we connected our LED to be an output rather than the default, which is an input. Down in our loop method, the only thing we need to put is blynk.run. Now, if we were doing anything more complicated, we'd have to set up some other infrastructure, like some timers and other things that communicate back and forth. But since we're doing something simple, like having a button turn an LED on and off, this is all that's needed. Blynk takes care of all of the communication that we need to worry about. Before we go further, let's turn this off real quick. All we need to do now is upload our code. You see it's going to compile it, then it'll be uploading it, and when it says done uploading, we will have our device running. Okay, now that it's done uploading, let's try it out. Press our button, and the light turns on. Congratulations, you have just made your first Internet of Things thing. Thank you for watching. Enjoy exploring the Internet of Things.